temple, about ready to light the Hanukkah menorah. Okay, Kyle. First you're gonna light this one.
Okay.
It twists, yep. These are the brave souls who came outside to light the candles. The rest, the wimps are inside. Okay, yep, the newest one first. This one first. Yep. Keep twisting. Okay, that's good. Next one. This one next. Yep. Excellent. One more. You got it. And now that one. Yep. Great. All right. We are ready to sing the blessings. Happy Hanukkah. Now we're going to go inside and start our Shabbat service. And you are live. Say Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
That's really good. And we said we were aware that it was.
Okay, we've got some people watching, so I'm going to run in and grab the guitar and.
So we took the new one, paid for it.
All right, we're here with our Hawaiian-themed Hanukkah. We're wearing these. And Ben has to transition to the guitar, and we're about to start the service in 1 minute. Gonna get this situated up here. Bear with us, everybody. Here's your towel. Oh. I'll do that.
My jacket.
Okay. All right, we're here. And everybody's just taking their jackets off and coming into the sanctuary. I will grab your guitar case and your jacket so you can.
And did everybody take a Hanukkah song sheet from the... Good. A lot of you did. Wishing everyone a happy Hanukkah, and to you out there as well, people watching from home. My name is Ben Silver, the cantorial soloist here at Temple Shalom, Emeth, and you will soon be hearing again from Rabbi Susan Abramson. So, as people come in, we are going to start off probably singing a couple of Hanukkah songs because we had our outdoor menorah lighting tonight, but we chose not to sing songs there, but to have the service start right after that and start off with a couple of songs. So, I know I am addressing, I'm actually speaking to our listeners. So, Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Chag Hanukkah Sameach. Chag Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah, the third night. And since we didn't sing songs out there, we have chosen instead to start off singing a couple of Hanukkah songs in here. It's not that bad tonight. You should have seen it a week ago. But we have to do it then. Let's start off singing a Hanukkah song that I like a lot that really gives some insight into the meaning and the history of Hanukkah. Mi Yimalel, yes, which means, translates, who can retell? It's in your song sheets,
Everybody have shakers?
and you may shake along, that's right.
All right.
Great. 1, 2, 3. Mi Yimalel Gvurot Yisrael Otani Yimne Ein Bechal Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel Ha'am Shema Bayamim Ha'hem Bazman Hazeh Maccabi Moshiach Uchodeh Uvyamenu Kolam Yisrael Yitached Yakum Behigael. English. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. In days of yore in Israel's ancient land, brave Maccabeus led the faithful band. And now all Israel must as one arise, redeem itself through deed and sacrifice. Back to Hebrew. Mi Yimalel Gvurot Yisrael Otam Yimne Ein Bechal Dor Yakum Hagibor Goel. Great, good job, everyone. Let's do very traditional Hanukkah song. The unsurprising title, Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah. 1, 2, 3. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, a festival of joy, a very special holiday for every girl and boy. Spin the whirling dreidel all week long, eat the sizzling latkes, sing a happy song. Now light them, tonight them, the flickering candles in a row. We tell the wondrous story of God in all God's glory, and dance by the candles cheer and glow. We tell the wondrous story of God in all God's glory, dance by the candles cheer and glow. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Drink around the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Good, or one more?
One more.
How about a song about dreidels? have everyone singing and spinning with this next song. Let's do a song. Start off with the dreidel song on the top of one of the pages, top left corner, and that gives the names of the letters on the sides of the dreidel, which, as everyone knows, are Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin. I'm going to make that one right here. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Watch the dreidel spin, spin, spin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Let the fun begin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Spin the dreidel, try to win. Sing along this dreidel song with me. See the dreidel spinning round and round and round. When it stops, it will tell you this is what you have to do. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Watch the dreidel spin, spin, spin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Watch now, let the fun begin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Spin the dreidel, try to win. Sing along this dreidel song with me. You take nothing, Nun will say. Gimel wins, it's fun to play. Hey takes half, but land on Shin, and you'll have to put some in. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Watch the dreidel spin, spin, spin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Watch now, let the fun begin. Nun, Gimel, Hey, Shin. Spin the dreidel, try to win. Sing along this dreidel song with me. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, with dreidel I shall play. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, with dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, with legs so short and thin. And when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, with dreidel I shall play. My dreidel's always playful, it loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play, now let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, with dreidel I shall play.
All right. I think we're sufficiently warmed up now, are we? That was very underwhelming. Well, Shabbat Shalom and Chag Urim Sameach, or Happy Hanukkah, everybody. And we're wearing our Hawaiian leis this evening in honor of my impending departure, but they're blue and white for Hanukkah. So we're going to start our Shabbat service, and I would like to invite the children, all the children, to come on up and open the doors of the Ark and the Ark curtain. Please rise in body or spirit. Oh, uh-oh.
Safe.
Please be seated. And we're going to continue our service by lighting the Shabbat candles. Jeff, I'd like to invite you to come on up and light the candles for us this evening in honor of your co-sponsoring the Oneg Shabbat with Mindy, wherever Mindy is. You want to come on up and light the Shabbat candles? 120 and 121.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher Asher Kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen, 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 amen.
And now that we've welcomed the light of Shabbat, we're going to continue by welcoming the Shabbat bride with the singing of Lecha Dodi, which you may find on pages 138 and 139.
Please join in with your shakers. Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala Hanei Shabbat Nikabela Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala Hanei Shabbat Nikabela Shamor Zachor B'dibur Echad Ishmiyanu El Hamyuchad Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad V'shemu Tiferet V'litila Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Verse 5. Hitoruri, Hitoruri, Iba Ori, Umi, Ori, Uri, Uri, Shida Beheri, Kibod Adonai Alayi, Iba, Lecha Dodi, Lekrat Kala, B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela. Last verse. Go'i Shalom Ateret Ba'ala Gam B'simcha U'Zahola Oh Emunei Am Segula Go'i Kala Go'i Kala Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nikabela B'nei Shabbat Nikabela.
And now that we've welcomed the Shabbat bride, we can continue with the next section of our service called the Shema Uvirchoteha on page 146, the Shema and its blessings, We're going to continue with the Baruch Hu. Please rise in body or spirit. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach. Leolam Va'ed.
Page 148. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidbaro ma'ariv arabim bechokma poteach she'arim uvitbuna mishaneh itim umachalif et hazmanim umsader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla Golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo. El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Page 150.
Ahavat olam b'Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu lemadita, otanu lemadita. Akein Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu u'kumenu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki im chayinu b'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla nege yomam v'layla v'ahavatcha al tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohi Amo Yisrael
Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Page 152 and 153. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. Please join me in the chanting of the V'ahavta on page 154. V'ahavta Adonai Elohecha b'kol levacha u'b'kol nafshecha u'b'kol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לעוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Together, you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God, Adonai Elohechem Emeth. And we continue on page 158 with the singing of Mi Chamocha, the song the Israelites sang when they crossed the Red Sea to freedom from Pharaoh's grip.
מי כמוך באלי אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בחורף, מי כמוך באלי אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בחורף. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, אדוני ילוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ילוך לעולם ועד. מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, ואלי ענו ואמרו, ואלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. We continue on page 160 with the singing of Hashkivenu, the prayer which asks God to create a shelter of peace around us.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chayim. Ushmor tzedkeinu uvoeinu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ashreinu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim.
Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 162, we continue with Vishamar.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'Toratam b'ri'olah. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'Toratam b'ri'olah. B'nei uvein B'nei Yisrael, Odi le'olah. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'Toratam b'ri'olah. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'Toratam b'ri'olah. Ubayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'Toratam b'ri'olah.
And now we continue in the next section of our service on page 164, the Tefillah. Please rise in body or spirit.
Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilateh. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilatecha. Anananananana Adonai. Anananananana Spatai Tifar. Anananananana Ufi Yadi Tehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו ואהבה. מלך עוזר, ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרא שרה. Page 168. אתה גיבור עולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. Top of page 170. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
We remain standing. Shalom, you want to come up and do a prayer for the state of Israel on page 552? And then Yogev or Donna, want you to come up and read a special Hanukkah insert. Whoever's holding Geffen.
אבינו שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו. הגן עליה בעברת חסדך, ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך, ושלח אורך ועמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויועציה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. ונתת שלום בארץ, ושמחת עולם ליושביה, ונאמר אמן.
Together. O Heavenly One, Protector and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love, spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. Now continue on page 556.
על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התסרועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו ואמותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
Together, we thank you for the miracles, for the redemption, for the mighty deeds and saving acts brought about by you, and for the wars which you waged for our ancestors in the days of old at this season. Please be seated. We continue now with the singing of Shalom Rav, a song for peace, which you may find on page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasih Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Atahu melech adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, tasih leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha. amcha tasid leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. B'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rab al Yisrael amcha tasid leolam. Shalom Rab al Yisrael amcha tasid leolam. Tasid leolam. Tasid leolam.
Together, grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever, for you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. A prayer for the welfare and return of Israel's captured and missing from among our sisters and brothers. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and Rivka, Yaakov, Leah and Rachel, may God bless the captured and the many kidnapped citizens, men, women, and young children held in painful captivity in Gaza among them for the past 447 days, along with all who are in captivity and distress. May it be your will, Adonai Tzvaot, God of hosts, to rescue and redeem these souls and return them swiftly to their families in the land of Israel. As it is written, thus God said, a cry is heard in Ramah, wailing, bitter weeping, Rachel weeping for her children. She refuses to be comforted. I continue with the Misha Beirach Get Well prayer on page 371. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. This evening we think in particular of Robin Bradshaw, Carl Watson, Raquel Henry, Jen G., Morton David, Amy Friedman, Amaru. And at this time, if there are names of others you'd like us to keep in our hearts and our minds as we prepare to recite the Misha Beirach prayer, you may say their names aloud or in your hearts as I look across the room.
Celia Smith.
Michael Nussbaum.
Talia and Brooks Rosales. Judy Bluefield. Saba Cynthia. Talia Kalfali.
We think of all those who continue to suffer in the state of Israel and those innocent victims in the Middle East as well as in Ukraine. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for all of their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them all a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen.
Shebeirach avotinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Shebeirach imotenu mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say
we haven't done this for a while, but it's Hanukkah, it's a happy celebration, so it's appropriate that we thank God for all the ways in which we feel blessed at this season and at this moment. So on Shabbat in particular, we're supposed to think not about our problems and worries, but about all the things we have to be grateful for. So if there's somebody here who would like to say something that they're grateful for or feel blessed by, now's the time to do it. The Singer family, for example.
Go ahead.
Well, the birth of our grandson and nephew, Danny, Kenneth Singer.
The birth of their grandson and nephew, Danny Kenneth Singer, Mazel Tov. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for coordinating my visit to the mikveh a couple weeks ago as I started to convert to Judaism.
Mazel Tov, Gal. It was a total honor and privilege for me to take you to the mikveh a few weeks ago, and I can't wait till we do the second part up here and complete that process. But Mazel Tov to you.
Thank you for making it all just as smooth as possible.
You're welcome. Anybody else have anything? Donna?
I guess I'll celebrate this. So Geffen rolled off the bed yesterday for the first time, which sure, he fell down and cried a little bit, but it also means that he is developing and moving very well, so I'm thankful for that.
Thank you. You're grateful for Geffen rolling off the bed and hurting himself on the floor.
Next will be,
This kid is developing faster than any kid I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he's going to be walking next week.
yeah,
So,
next we'll hear that he fell on the floor, so we know that he's learning to walk.
Yeah, Geffen. Who else?
Another Hakafah for next year.
Anybody else?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
We're just thankful that we have our son back home with us for about a month on his recess from college. It's nice to have Sam back with us.
Excellent. And I'm thankful that I can leave you all on Monday.
And go.
And go to Honolulu. And I'm also grateful to see all of you here this evening, because we didn't have services last week, and I feel like it's been a while, so it's really, really nice to be with all of you here this evening. So for all of those things and more, we will thank God by singing the Shehechianu.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh We pause for a moment of silent prayer. And now we're going to continue on page 180 with another song for peace, O say Shalom. Get your shakers ready. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. אמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Now I'll put the shakers away for a moment, and I just wanted to say a few words about Hanukkah. So every year I like to learn a little bit something new about the Jewish holiday that we're celebrating, and I actually came across two things today that were quite interesting that I just hadn't thought about before. One of them was kind of new that I learned, and the other was something that I kind of knew but hadn't remembered. So in the Talmud, the tractate Shabbat, there's a discussion among the rabbis about how to light the Hanukkah candles, and right in the what?
I heard that today. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to get up here? So right in the middle of the discussion about how to light the candles, all of a sudden it says my Hanukkah, which means what is Hanukkah? And so the question is, why does it all of a sudden say? Is that what you're going to talk about?
Go ahead.
Okay. So my Hanukkah, what is Hanukkah? And so modern rabbis ask the question, why all of a sudden in the middle of the Talmud do the rabbis ask the question, what is Hanukkah? Don't they know what Hanukkah is? Like what would you say Hanukkah is? A holiday. That's right. About what?
Celebration of a miracle.
The celebration of a miracle, which is what? You're falling into my trap, but go ahead. The oil lasted for 8 days instead of one.
The Maccabees won over the Greeks, right?
The Maccabees won over the Greeks.
That is correct.
That is correct.
The rededication of the temple.
The rededication of the temple.
That's the important.
That's the important thing.
Well, that's what I also.
Okay, so the rabbis say, what is Hanukkah all about? And so there's a machloket, a debate between two aspects, two of the central core aspects of Hanukkah. One is the miracle of the oil lasting 8 days. The other is the defeat of the Maccabees over their oppressors. And so these are two very distinct aspects of the holiday. And so the rabbis, in the time that they were writing about 2,000 years ago, decided that they wanted to change the emphasis of Hanukkah from the defeat of the Maccabees over the Greeks to the fact that God had sent down this miracle of having the little jar of oil last for 8 days. And does anybody know why they wanted to change the emphasis away from the Maccabees to the fact that God had caused this miracle to happen?
That takes the focus from defeating to the light is actually more uplifting. It puts the focus back on God and when God's power power could be of creating miracles, of also giving us light. I think especially for me, especially this day and age, having a miracle of light lasting for a long time is important.
Good one, Meg. You should be up here preaching. So that's correct. So it turns out that in the day and age that the rabbis were writing in the Talmud, there was a lot of complicated political things going on. So the Maccabees became the Hasmoneans, which was a whole group of people who took over one aspect of Jewish society after they defeated the King Antiochus. But the Romans were still ruling the land of Israel, and they actually became kind of zealots, and they wanted to try to defeat Rome more and more. And so the rabbis were afraid that the Maccabees, the Hasmoneans, were going to go too far and try to do too much militarily, which might threaten the existence of the Jewish people living in that area. So the rabbis wanted to stop having all the emphasis on the military victory and change it to, don't even think about them, like they're not the important ones. The Hasmoneans, the Maccabees are not the important ones. It's the fact that God created this miracle. And so there's this tension between the importance of power, Jews having power, versus God giving us these miracles. And so over the course of the centuries after the Israelites, the Jews were banished from the land of Israel, we came to think of this longing to go back to Israel. We kept thinking about what we did have was the miracle. We no longer had the power of being able to live in Israel, but we had the miracle that God gave us that we can celebrate every year of the little jar of oil. But when Israel was reestablished, the Zionists became very focused on the Maccabees because this was their legacy, like they were continuing in the tradition of the Maccabees and reasserting themselves in the land of Israel. So since Israel was reestablished, there's been more of an emphasis in Israel about the Maccabees, and very true. I'm speaking the truth. I'm from one who knows. So since the state of Israel was established, so it kind of veered back to it in that direction. So, however, like we in America still, we're not in Israel, we're not connected in that way. So we still, a lot of us focus on the miracle aspect. And we celebrate being included, having Hanukkah included in our society, and just feeling like we're part of this holiday season, but we don't feel as connected with the political, the military aspect of this. But then we go all the way to last year after October 7th, and so there was a sense, I was listening to a podcast today where they said last Hanukkah, it was very, very depressing in Israel because we felt like our power was taken away from us. Like so many innocent victims were killed in Israel. We no longer had this myth of being the powerful ones like the Maccabees. And so there was this changed paradigm to, there was a lot of mourning in Israel, even on Hanukkah, that all the hostages were away, so many deaths had occurred. And so there was a sense that like the paradigm was taken away from them of the military power and might. And so this year, it's kind of like slightly shifting back, because at this point in the conflict in Israel, like Israel's feeling safer now that we've overcome Hezbollah, we've overcome most of Hamas. Hopefully we can overcome the Houthis, and it seems as if we've kind of regained our sense of power. So this year is more of a like veering towards a combination of the miracle of the Israelis being able to do that, as well as the power of the Maccabees. So we're kind of in swaying back and forth kind of state this year. And so there's still a sense of powerlessness because we don't have the hostages back and we're still mourning that. But we are starting to feel like we've got a little bit of our power back. So that's kind of a very interesting point about where we are this year in the history of Hanukkah. So this year our rededication is kind of a hope that we'll have more power and that we'll get the hostages back and we'll rejoice in the miracle of the state of Israel and that God has brought us many miracles over the centuries. So that's like a little bit of but it's this dynamic that the rabbis went back and forth about, what is this Hanukkah? So hopefully we can keep those two dynamics in mind and think about which we focus on, the power or the miracle. But either way, it's as Meg said, we're lighting candles in the darkness. And in this coming year, in our country with the political situation, we all do need to be the light, be the one to shine in this dark era, in this dark country, in this dark world, and do what we can personally take on the being the light and moving our values forward in the world. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And now we're going to continue with the Elenu on page 586. I'd like to invite all the children to come on up and open the Ark curtain. Please rise in body or spirit.
I'll do it. I want to do it.
Okay, I think it's
why didn't you put the lion here?
Aleinu l'shabech ha'adon ha'kol, la'tekedu la'yitzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kigoyei ha'aratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishlichot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu kikol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtakavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Thank you, guys. Go back to your seats. Please be seated.
Join me at the top of page 588. שהוא נוטש שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום השבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, בארץ מתחת אין עוד. And turn to page 591. Join in singing of V'ne'emar and Bayom Hahu. And shake along if you like. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz. Bayom Hahu yihye Adonai echad u'shemo echad. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני, אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני, אחד ושמו אחד. ונאמר melech al kol haaretz. Hayom ha'hu yihye Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Echad u'shemo echad. Echad u'shemo echad.
Now we're going to put the shakers away again as we continue with the introduction to the Kaddish prayer on page 599. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. Recall those who died during this past month: Lucia Alton, Michelle Rubovitz, Maureen Lasher, Aliza Carwasser, Fran and Mark Axelrod. And we add to their names the names of those whose yahrzeits or anniversary of whose deaths occurred this week: David Goldberg, Dorothy Pearson, Marion Flagg, Dorothy Applebaum Brill, Albert Eisenstein, Adam Snyder. And at this time, if there are names of others who'd like us to keep in our hearts or our minds as we continue to recite the Kaddish prayer, you may say their names aloud or in your hearts as I look across the room.
Eliza Major. Dave Gogan.
Jean Kennedy.
We also think of those who died defending the state of Israel this past week and month, and those innocent victims who have been killed because of the conflict. Zichronam livracha, may all of their memories be for a blessing. We turn to page 598 and rise in body or spirit to recite the Kaddish prayer. Yit Gadol, Yit Gadash, Shnei Rabbah, Yalmad Yivrach Yurtei, Yamlich Malchutei, V'chayechon v'yamechon, V'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, V'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mivarach L'olam Olmei Avaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shmei d'Kudashah v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, d'amiran b'yama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mramav, hu ya'asei shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to our country, to Israel, to all Israel and all the world, as we say together, Amen. Please be seated. And we're going to continue with the announcements. Anybody? Robin Frisch, our temple president, come on down.
Shabbat Shalom and Happy Hanukkah. Thank you. We've been having a wonderful time here at the temple celebrating Hanukkah already with doing the little menorah lighting outside, which has been a little cold but very wonderful. And then tomorrow night we're going to have the Bird Group potluck dinner for the Fab Hanukkah party starting at 6:30 at the temple. So you need to think about wearing an ugly or not so ugly Hanukkah sweater. And if you haven't yet, please RSVP to Anna Singer. Thank you, Anna. I'd like to remind you all that this is the time of year we have the temple annual appeal. It goes to very important things that keeps our temple as special and as vibrant as it is. So please, if you have not sent in your donation yet, please do that very soon. We do have our ongoing Tikva support group. I know it's probably too close. And the next time we'll be meeting is Wednesday, January 27th, 7 p.m. at the temple. everybody is welcome. And of course, we're talking about the very difficult situation in the Middle East, and we're also talking about a lot about the political climate here in the country right now. So we're hoping that many of you would, if not all of you, will join us. And if you know of anybody that would like to have a part-time job as our temple, a new administrative assistant, we would love to hear from them. They need to have strong communication skills, strong computer skills. They can work from home, but we do need them on site a great deal, at least part of the time as well. And if you know of anybody, please refer them to me, and we can go from there. And in the meantime, I want to thank everybody who's been volunteering so beautifully, taking on the jobs that need to still get done. It's just been amazing how everybody has stepped up, and it's very appreciated. And once again, we're still accepting diaper and wipe donations for immigrants. Thank you again, and once again, Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. And one thing I wanted to add that I keep forgetting to put in the bulletin is that on January 14th, we are going to take a temple-wide trip to the mikvah in Newton to see what that's all about. A couple of you here have experienced the mikvah for yourselves, but it's a really, really interesting field trip. We're going to take the confirmation class and maybe some of the older kids, but I'm opening it up to all the adults because it's really something that everybody should go and see. And we're really lucky in the Boston community to have a beautiful, beautiful mikvah in Newton on Washington Street. So let me know if you want to go, and I will try to remember to put it in the bulletin for following weeks. It'll be, we may start off with a pizza dinner there, because that's what you do at a mikvah, you eat pizza, right? So and then there's a 90-minute presentation, and I promise nobody needs to dunk while you're there. So anyway, with that, and thank you to Jeff and Mindy for our special oneg this evening. Meg.
What time is the mikvah?
It's either going to be at 6 or 6:30.
Okay.
And so we've got 5 more nights of Hanukkah, and every night, it doesn't matter if you're part of the FAB group or not, we're going to be out there at 6:30 lighting the temple menorah. And thank you to Jeff for taking on the responsibility for making sure the candles are all lit and putting in the wooden candles. So for the next 5 nights, I'll be here for 3 of them, two more of them. Then you're on your own. The other thing I wanted to mention is that many of you heard that Shelley Rosenbaum Littman is a tragedy in her family. Her sister and brother-in-law were killed in a car accident. So she's in New York right now for the funeral, but she's going to be sitting Shiva at her house this coming Monday, starting at 6 p.m. and they're going to have a minyan at 7 p.m. And I won't be here to help lead it, so I think maybe a few people are stepping up to help do that. And if you want to help lead the minyan, see me during the oneg. And we send out our condolences to her and her family. And now we're going to continue with the Kiddush on pages 122 and 123. Jeff, why don't you come back up, lead us in the Kiddush. Please rise in body or spirit. Yes.
Heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the 7th day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the 7th day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the 7th day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodesho באהבה וברצון, הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. אמן.
Thank you. And now, I need all the children to come on up to hold the challah.
I was going around the foot.
Oh yeah, we're all gonna share holding it.
I could just hold it with one finger.
Wow, you must be really strong.
He's not really strong.
Is Geffen coming up to hold the challah?
It's just a little trick. Oh.
We're gonna have another trick of Geffen holding the challah.
I'm still hurt a little bit, but at least
I told you he's advanced.
Ready to sing? Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together, as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Geffen, you gonna take it off the top? Pull it off?
Oh, he was holding it.
Okay.
with his legs.
With his legs, all right. Thank you very much. And by the way, I forgot to mention that Geffen and his family have brought 9 very fancy sufganiyot donuts this evening, so hopefully we'll all enjoy those. You may be seated, and our closing song will be
Right, yeah.
on your song sheets.
On your song sheets, we will do the song Ma'oz Tzur on the top right corner of one of the sides of your song sheet.
Please rise.
Please rise for this. Ma'oz Tzur Yeshuati Lechana Tishabeha Tikon Befilati Krishan Toda Nidabea Nietachit Matbea Nitzah Hamadea Azegmor Beshir Mizmor Hanukkah in English. That's what we usually do too, anyway. Rock of ages, let our song praise your saving power. In amidst the raging foes, were our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but your heart availed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us, and your word broke their sword when our own strength failed us.
Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, everybody.
Shalom.